Hello and welcome to a quick preview of the ArmA III E3 2012 presentation. Now we've got a lot to get through, so the plan is to offer a brief look at each section of playable content. At the heart of everything is Camp Maxwell. From this small military outpost, we've prepared activities, showcases, and even a short campaign mission, which are accessed directly via the camp in whatever order we like. Of course, at E3 itself, visitors to the Bohemia Battle Bunker booth are encouraged to get hands-on with it all, and take a look at these things in as much splendid detail as they like, and at their own leisure. Alright, let's kick things off, starting with a wee jaunt around Maxwell. The 3D markers you see are prompts for where to find content. You might have already spotted the vehicle demonstration there, and in the background, the silhouette of a helicopter foreshadows an airborne showcase. More on those later. Trotting across in the light of a romantic sunset, you can get a peek at the weapon pool, something that those familiar with the ArmX game mode may recognise. Now looking down into the valley, we can spot our firing drill activity, which puts players through a timed series of pop-up targets. A little further away is a shooting range, which gives a good impression of, among other things, our new aiming mechanics and more powerful rifles like the GM6 Lynx. Alright, let's get serious now and crack on with the vehicle showcase. The cabin of the vehicle offers a few nice features. Things like the hands on the wheel might seem trivial, but their long-awaited inclusion really helps to connect the player to the feeling of driving. Alongside the new physics-supported handling, it's a real upgrade. The same too goes for mirrors and onboard displays, which, while subtle, are all part of the overall impression. So, up ahead lies a bunch of enemies, and I've got a grenade launcher on the roof of this vehicle. But unfortunately, we'll have to save that for the presentation proper, as we skip through to our next section. Diving. Aside from the controversy caused by our underwater combat, it's one of our most striking new features. Finding ourselves under the surface again, this time we'll take a peek at the SDV. A team member described the controls as something like a cross between a helicopter and a regular boat. Now, since that doesn't really make any sense, it'll suffice to say that we've got regular control over moving forwards and back, a rudder to turn, and a direct control over our buoyancy. Moving on now to a real man's machine, a helicopter, we'll take a look at the terrain from above and finally get to the business of engaging an enemy. Skipping between the trees, we'll target a lightly armoured vehicle and take a look at radar installation Mike 26 from above. Moving on to supports now, we'll show an artillery strike in action. I've called in a strike on this anti-aircraft vehicle in the centre of the scene. We're using some relatively lightweight shells here, but if we manage to get it finished, at E3 you might sneak a quick look at the new cluster bomb strike option, which I must admit is particularly satisfying. The night showcase helps us demonstrate some of the features we looked at in our recent lighting showcase trailer. One feature we didn't manage to show was the weapon mounted lights. Switching it on, you can see the beam cast on the ground, which nicely highlights the new detail surfaces. Switching to third person, we'll take a brief look at night vision and demonstrate the ongoing work we're currently implementing with muzzle flashes. Okay, last up is our infantry showcase. Obviously there's a lot to show here, but I'd like to take a quick glimpse of some of the new animations. There's the previously mentioned tactical pace, which is a little slower than running, a little faster than walking, and fatigues the player more by way of our new fatigue and encumbrance system. There's also a few new crouch and lean options. Taking cover behind this wall and disposing of our enemy, I'll demonstrate popping that down, and naturally popping up a little higher than the default stance too. Well, that just about wraps up our E3 preview. I hope that raises a lot of new questions, which of course Ivan, myself and Daisy creator Dean Hall will be more than happy to address at E3. So if you want them answered, be sure to encourage your favourite gaming journalist to check out the Bohemia Interactive booth, where the team will also be showcasing Carrier Command and a few other surprises to boot, I'm sure. Bye for now.